Stronger than a whale, he can swim anywhere.
He can breathe underwater and go flying through the air.
The noble submariner, prince of the deep, will be ready any demon.
Lord Faber of Atlantis is the prince of the deep.
Hey guys, I'm back. I got a quick video for you. It is a fast one, but a good one. You're gonna love this one. Everyone's gonna love this one because I got a grail. That's why we're here, right? We're here to get the grails. We're here to make those, make our collection right. And it's been hard work getting there, but every so often you kind of pull one in. And I pulled one in. Boys and girls. But we're going to start with a few little lesser books. This is just a little selection of stuff I got in the last week. And there's definitely a topic on my mind with it. And you're going to just see the focal point. We're going to start with Moon Knight issue 12, his first appearance, Morpheus. This is just a first appearance of a minor character within the Moon Knight universe. It's a cool book. I was able to get a really nice copy. This is one of those ones that could easily grade into the 9.6 range. I don't think it'll get a 9.8. It's got one spine ding over here that's color breaking. But I think I have a pretty good chance at a 9.6. But anyway, it was $5 Canadian, which I think is, as you can see there, is it's like free in American money. I think it was literally free. The next book is, I should bring this up. This character, Moon Knight, obviously is a topic that we're working on here. This is Moon Knight #1, which is a book I think everyone should have in their collection. I have a weird history with Moon Knight. I read Moon Knight, and I didn't really discover Moon Knight as a fan until the 90s when Stephen Platt did it. I was like, I'm an artist guy. I do art for the film industry, and so obviously art is important to me. So I was following the artists, and back then Marvel had lost all their artists to Image Comics. They didn't have a lot of a stable of good artists, and I remember Stephen Platt kind of showed up, and he looked like he potentially could be like the next great thing. In retrospect, he had great elements to his artwork, but quite frankly, he wasn't particularly all that great. In fact, it was just detail. It was just a detail explosion. And I at the time I really liked his stuff, which it led me on a little bit of a trip down the old Moon Knight pipeline. And I kind of picked up on who this character is. I'd always kind of ignored him my whole life. He wasn't my character. But man, I fell in love with him, and I read all the Sienkiewicz books. And if you go down that line and you see all the books, like from this line, the Volume 1 Moon Knight, the covers just Sienkiewicz did they're amazing, like truly works of art. And I've been slowly collecting those. I think they're just wonderful books, and you can get them for a fairly reasonable price. If you're just collecting cover art, I'd throw away every single variant that's coming out today. I know they're all worth $1 million for 10 minutes and then dump in the gutter afterwards. Your money would be better spent dropping $11 on a Moon Knight 29 as opposed to some variant cover that's coming out today. I adore those books. It's like David Stevens covers, and I really do think that Sienkiewicz will have his day in the sun again. People will go after his stuff aggressively. But back to this book. So with Moon Knight, this book here used to be a $1 book. It used to be a nothing book. We'd see it around all the time. I remember seeing it for $25 like 3 years ago, and I was like, who would pay that for that book? And it's just been slowly creeping up, and 9.8s are getting pricey, and it's pretty interesting. This is, by the way, a Sienkiewicz cover as well, but back when he was ripping off Neil Adams, he was trying to be a comic artist, not the artist that he really is. But anyway, saying that, I really do dig this character. I think he's awesome. And but I ignored him for many years. And as I collect my keys, like I'm trying to get my bronze and silver keys together, I needed to get this book. And this book has a weird history because I hated this book. I was angry at this book because I'd missed it. This book, as cool as Moon Knight is, he was always still a secondary character to me, more C-list. And I never understood why people were going so crazy for this book. But I got a Werewolf by Night 32. Let's get that in there. It's a 6.5. It's got white pages. It's a very nice copy. I'm very happy with it. It's not the highest grade copy ever, but man, these ain't cheap. I'm pretty content with this. It's a nice addition to the old collection, and with that, I finally have one, and that soothes me a bit. And I got a good deal on it. I was actually really surprised. The book seems to be ticking up recently in the last month for some reason. As soon as you were looking for a book, it always gets expensive, right? But this time, it really is true. As soon as I bought my copy, I went and I've been looking, and they've just been like ticking up again. Someone knows something. There is a Moon Knight TV series coming, Disney Plus TV series, and it's potentially going to be pretty big. And then there's also potential for him to enter the MCU. I think if done right, old Moon Knight has the potential to be another Wolverine-ish character of that kind of popularity. I really hope so. I think it would be awesome. I think he's a great character. I like him so much that I bought a second copy. So a lot of you guys know that I like to buy 7.5s. I think 7.5s for higher dollar books give you the best bang for your buck. You get a very pretty copy. You get a higher grade copy, but not through the roof. But you also get a copy you can afford, which allows me to buy others. So I like to call it my 7.5 gang, and I'll do a video on that. I buy a lot of silver and bronze in the 7.5 range simply because I can. Once they get up past that, I could afford other stuff, but I would rather have a few more of these books than a bunch of 9.4s or like 8 9.4s and nothing else. So I really like this, and it lets me play the game. As you guys also know, I like to have one for my collection and one to ride the investment lightning, which this 6.5, this one here, will definitely be that for me. But back to it. I hated this book for a while because I simply was angry that it was going through the roof. It shouldn't be this expensive. Why is it so expensive? I simply just didn't want to pay for it, is really what it came down to. And we all have those books. And there's a few others like that I have that just like simply. Tomb of Dracula 10 is another one. It's a book I guess I'm so old that I remember buying, like I had copies that I bought for like $60 that were like mint. And that book's through the roof. It's so expensive. And there's a Blade TV series and things like that. But that's another book that I've just been like, I sold copies when I was young and I just don't have one. And I'm kind of angry at that book because I just don't have it. It's more my own personal problem with that book. And we all have those. It's not like the book's a piece of shit or anything. We all know this isn't. It's a great book. Especially when you got two. I'm really happy I have two. Which allows me to feel that it will always be in my collection now. Whereas I sometimes I've had one book in my collection, and I have sold it, and I just feel like horrific loss from that. It's just it's a comic collector thing, and I don't now. If I do go down the path of selling one, I won't feel bad now. And I generally like to have 3 copies of a book, but 2 is good for this one. I'm pretty happy. This ain't a cheap book, and man, I was looking at those 9.4 prices. I was looking at the 9.8 prices, and I just about shit a cat. It was ridiculous. But from what I heard, Werewolf by Night was on its last legs at this point as a series, and this was very low. Has a very low print run. So I guess the census would probably attest to that. Compared to other big boy books of its era, it just isn't. It isn't a book that you can, whereas Amazing Spider-Man 129 in the same era, literally, I think it's like 4 months apart. I think it had a print run of 400 or 500,000 in that ballpark. I'm sure someone will correct me on that, but that's what I was told. That's a huge amount of books compared to probably like 40,000 here. And how many were sold? Probably not that many. So for a book on its last legs. Anyway, there's a lot going for this. I really am looking forward to the Disney Plus series. And now I can actually watch the Disney Plus series when it comes out and not just have anguish in my stomach while I watch it going, why didn't I get one of those books? Now I have one. I have two, actually. So I'm pretty stoked. Anyway, that's my Grail that I got today. And two of them. I'm super stoked about it. And I have more videos coming. If you guys could like and subscribe, that would rule. It would really help out. And I just want to say thanks for all the questions, all the everything. Go to my IG if you have questions, or if you just want to bullshit about comics. Vancouver Comic Junkie, one word. IG, Instagram. Hit me up there. I want to meet you. I want to talk to you. Let's trade books. Let's sell to each other. Let's talk comics. Let's just have fun, because that's why we're here, guys. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. And now I gotta turn this fucker off.
See you later,